It sounded like Tamir had been waiting a long time for that book. Is that what kept him here?
You saw him too then. But how in hell is any of this possible?
You said this, not me. Everything is possible in hell.
I had a friend who said that the last war has turned the world inside out, and the hell is on the surface now. All Tamir wanted was that book. Is that why he never moved on?
You're surprised that the dead are as screwed up as everyone else.
Tamir was right. I was avoiding him. 3 days before the station was attacked, I knew. I was lying here in my bunk and I saw them all die.
Premonition?
I thought I had dozed off. Had a dream. And then after it happened, why didn't I tell them?
Why didn't you?
Warning them would have been ridiculous. They have already made sufficient fun of me, calling me Khan and asking how's past life and all of this. I guess I didn't want to feel like an idiot, and I ended up being responsible for their deaths. Whereas, should have I accepted that? All of that. All of what Yana believed in. Premonitions, misgivings, me being a reincarnation of Genghis Khan.
Ah, yes. Evgeny mentioned that. He's very interested in what our Mongolian friend has to do with all of this. Why don't you run back to him and keep him up to speed? Meanwhile, I will peruse some of your reading materials and see if anything catches my eye.
Here you are. Did you see any ghosts?
It's either this or schizophrenia. Both are possible. As a doctor, I prefer ghosts.
As a philosopher, I am totally with you. One more thing I am curious about. How is your past life?
Right, that joke. I've been missing it.
Refresh my memory. How did you came to suspect that you was Khan in your past life?
Yana. She persuaded me to try hypnotic regression.
Right. Now important, what did you see when you were under?
I couldn't recall anything when I awoke. Yana and the doctor said I spoke of some... Wait.
Yes?
She said I described a ceremony, and I've dreamt of one recently. Khan was there. I mean, the other one, Genghis Khan.
And how did he look like?
Repulsive, frightening.
Now you tell me about the ceremony.
Was there maybe a woman involved in this ceremony?
How in hell do you know this?
From the good doctor's quarters, and I quote, "While often claiming fate had chosen him, many believe it was the abduction of his bride that most shaped the future the conquered Khan would become."
You mean the Genghis Khan wife was kidnapped?
Didn't I just say that? His bride Porta was abducted, and in order to free her, Genghis Khan, then known by his birth name, Temujin, fought and won his first battle.
It was Yana in my dream. I might have read this book and forgotten about it. Frankly, gentlemen, perceiving this as a nightmare would make much more sense than trying to accept all of these ghosts and reincarnations and...
But maybe accepting it is exactly what you're here for. You have found this station, haven't you? Don't you think there's a purpose in that?
My purpose is to find my wife. And I don't see how this gets me any closer to it.
Okay. None of this exists. Fine, neither of us, nothing. Although I personally feel offended and slightly awkward about non-existing and yet casually chatting. Let's adopt your perspective. Maybe you need a closer contact with your subconscious that has the solution already, but you're too blind to see it.
Ah, clever. The Mongolian tried to tell him something once. Perhaps the second time is a charm.
You want to hypnotize me?
I'd rather see it as a summoning, but feel free to take it as hypnosis. Stand right here for me, in front of the fire. Would you?
All right. What have I got to lose anyway?
Here, drink.
Whether or not we like where it leads us, we reject our destinies at our own peril. Your mind prevented you from seeing something back then. I think it's time to find out what that was. Now, stare into the flame. Think of this fire as a beacon. It beckons you, its warmth, its energy. The fire will expand until it consumes us all. And in its light, that which is hidden shall be revealed. Now, focus your mind on your wife, Carl, and step into the void.
Fascinating. This reminds me of that dream. Of that dream I saw 3 nights before Polyanka fell. It also was confusing. Past intertwined with the present, imaginary with reality. And then there was the future in it. A hazy, horrible future that came true 3 days later.
Then that doesn't suggest a memory at all.
Hmm? It's almost like an amalgamation of experiences.
You just said that hasn't happened.
Hasn't happened yet.
Genghis Khan, you have returned to repeat your great deeds. We believe in different gods, but in the same truths. O great Khan, you have shed blood before to establish order and peace. And now we have to shed blood for eternal peace to prevail. You might believe that this is your eternal bride, but must love stand in the way for eternal peace? She must die so others can live. This is her fate. Don't stand in its way.
Petya, where'd you go? Here, Mama! Are you coming?
The boy's gone. Gentlemen. Sergei. Evgeny. Into the desert alone, then. What does that priest from my dreams want with Yana?
Petya? Petya? Come in, Mama.
Nadia? The boy followed her voice. If only I could tell what parts of these maddening visions are real or invented.
Mama, where are you?
I can't, can I? And yet I also clearly do not have the luxury. All right, Petya. You seem to know where she is. Lead on.
Petya, are you coming or what? Yeah, I'm coming.
Ghost boy or magic dragon, this may not be my area of expertise, but one does not get to deny the planets exist because they've never built a rocket.
I'll be right there.
God, what a fool I am. The universe may be many things, but a liar it is not.
It's with your own knife that I am sacrificing this land. I am shedding her blood for a different god. But for our common truth. We are different, Oka. But we want the same.
No, this can't
We
be.
know what destroyed the world in the last war. People with too much power. More power than they were ever ready for. We will wash their memory clean with blood.
Yana, what is this place? Can you hear me? Tell me how to find her.
You know exactly how to find her this whole time. But just like everyone else in this cursed metro, you are staring blindly forward, ignoring the past like it's never happened. And so, while you are chasing all the wrong shadows, one shall turn!
I have what you seek. Yana! Akademicheskaya? I'm back home. He has to be in the station, she said. But this wasn't where she was supposed to meet him.
Cedar? It's Oksana. What's going on? Where are you?
Oksana. So you're fine after all, huh? Did you find your tarot?
I cannot touch tarot, Cedar.
Because you can't touch anything, right?
I'm real, Cedar. I still don't understand where I am. There's darkness, and it's my talking mind. And there's you.
You're trapped. And if this is what it's like for him, I must find Petya.
Petya? Is he real? Is he alive?
As real as you are. He's waiting for me at some station, she said. Petya is still in Tretyakovska. She'd follow Petya's voice through the smuggler's tunnel. I'll need to retrace her steps from there. I can't carry any more vials.
You were gone quite some time. What of Yana?
I saw her, in a way. The hallucinations, or what you call visions, I don't believe they were either. I do not understand what it's saying yet, but I know to listen now, and that's a start. Oh no, Oksana. Trouble ahead.
Did something happen?
What was that? Where are the guards? A dream come to life. No, not life. In my vision, I saw a voracious darkness devour Yana's essence. I'd assumed it was my mind's interpretation of something in the past, but I've just almost walked straight into the thing. The world people were here.
What about your people?
It's Polyenka all over again. Oh no, Max, please tell me you are okay. I'm at the smuggler's tunnel. I'm about to enter.
Do you copy? I said, get the fuck down here already!
Oh no!
Don't give me any more of your bullshit about cannibals or witch doctors!
What's wrong?
They killed Max. Why? What did Max do to you, you scum?
I've already killed a bunch of these assholes, and I promise you, they're not made of fucking fairy dust, alright? Hello? Hello? Tasha! God damn it! Ah!
There must be something I can do for him. Max! Can you hear me, my friend?
You Halloween-looking assholes couldn't have done it back when Agrevichka was still a steward! Hey! Use your black magic to clean this shit hole up! So I didn't have to piss away a decade kissing handsome man! The rest! The lasses! Try to make something that resembles civilization again! I did everything right! You fuck!
That inferno of darkness. It's returning. Go hide! Hide now!
That phenomenon, it absorbed Max, or rather, annihilated him.
That's exactly how I felt about it. It's the void that you dissolve in.
He was in pain, and if his spirit was devoured, what does that even mean?
It's death, Cedar. The ultimate death for the likes of us. This is how it feels. Please, please, go away. Run. Cedar, the people you helped in the train yard, the ones lost in the dark, you understand what they were now, I assume.
I've come to suspect, yes.
All along, I've heard other voices, like the slave traders, the slaves. So at first, I didn't understand why I couldn't hear those people. That's when it hit me. You are the only one who's heard me since Alex and I were separated.
And with all the wonders you believed in, you didn't suspect?
In my defense, dying isn't something I had a lot of first-hand experience with.
I'm sorry.
I don't understand why I can't hear the voices of others like me. I can't, but you can. You hear all of us. You feel our pain. How do you get to do that?
I don't know. It came slowly to me. It's when I stopped resisting it and forbidding myself to listen that I began to hear. I guess I just stopped being afraid of your kind at a certain point. It's when I felt sorry for you guys.
But here is what upsets me. If I can see or hear others, what if Alex? What if he perished as well and looking for me? What if we're trapped in our own worlds? Or what if he is alive but won't be able to hear me?
If your husband shared your fate, then chances are he is still in Tretyakovska as well. I can't carry any more grenades. Can't carry any more grenades. I can't carry any more grenades.
When you reach Tretyakovskaya, do you have any idea where to look for Petya?
Yana last heard him near the memorial where I was ambushed.
Alex and I ran into many, many murders at that memorial over the years. You never met Petya, correct?
No. Yana had a few small photos, but even those were well worn by the time she and I found each other again.
Did you ever visit the memorial?
Yana wanted to go several times, but in my infinite wisdom, I convinced her dredging up the past was unhealthy in her state.
Who's to say what would have happened if you did? Every person who ever visited there tried to reach their loved ones. I imagine it would have been a much more popular place indeed if they succeeded.
Can't carry any more vials. My medkit is full. Shit! do like to keep me on my toes, don't you?
Eugenia, is someone there?
Just opened the door that leads somewhere entirely different than the last time I was here.
Alex and I used to say the metro had a will of its own. Not to mention a sense of humor.
I feel I am quite ready to embrace this idea as well. Metro as a living superorganism, and us like mere flora existing in its gut. The question would be, does it have its own will and consciousness? Or is it the collective will and the consciousness of all human beings that populate it?
Anything is possible.
This sounds wise and precise, in particular from a poltergeist, huh?
I don't know if I really like to think of myself as a poltergeist.
I'm sorry, this is a purely technical classification. How would you describe yourself?
I'm a loving soul.
Is it your love that holds you in this world?
I don't think we're so different, Count.
Can't carry any more filters.
I don't sense any of the slave traders in the area. You should have some privacy as you look for Petya, but I don't know how long you'll be alone.
Oksana, wait. How would I go about reaching Alex?
My Alex is a scatterbrain. Whenever I had something to do and he'd start to drift off without a single comment, I would start counting backwards loudly from 10.
Like a bomb about to detonate.
More like a rocket. If Alex hadn't come back to reality by 0, I was just poof, gone!
That poor child, forever singing a lullaby to someone who was long since slept their last.
Somebody singing for a loved one?
One of the many wayward souls here.
It's strange to know someone is singing a song you can't hear.
I'm at the shrine. If you start us off, I will join in.
10,
9.
I'm
here! Oxy, where did you go?
Alex?
Alex, I'm right here. You've been. Thank you. Oh God. It's such an amazing feeling. Like dropping a burden. Like freeing myself from cuffs that held me bound and caged.
What now?
Our train is coming.
A train?
The train. The train that takes us further.
A train? How is it possible? A train to where? Till then, goodbye, Roxana. I do not understand, but maybe one day I will. Can't carry any more grenades. All right then, Petya. Something tells me counting won't work for you. What clues